right, welcome back. It's hard enough to win one state championship, right? I mean, that's really difficult. But putting together 22 consecutive state championships and setting a national record, it's only been done once.
That's right, by former Punahou Boys varsity tennis coach Rusty Komori. His passion for the sport, his success with young athletes, along with his desire to help others, makes him one of Living 808's local heroes.
I was 24 years old when the athletic director and tennis director asked me to be head coach. And the reason was I was privately training over half of the boys on the varsity team anyway. I felt that it was a huge responsibility for me because I'm going to be coaching these impressionable high schoolers, and I wanted to make sure that they had the best team experience possible. Because tennis is such an individual sport, I wanted to make sure that they had a priceless experience in tennis. I led the team to 22 consecutive state championships, and that's the longest state championship streak in the history of the United States in all sports. So 22 state championships, I thought, wow, that's a pretty big accomplishment. My top goal while coaching at Punahou was to develop champion athletes of character first and great tennis players second. And then to have the results that we have just makes me feel very, very proud of the boys that I've had all those years. Before the first day of practice, I felt that I needed a plan, and that's when I developed the 4 Ps. The first P being people, the second P being purpose, third P is process, and if I focused on the people, had a great purpose, and had a really good process, then that would equal the performance. I became head coach in 1994, and I retired as head coach in 2015, and I felt that if I retired coaching, maybe there's a way that I could do something bigger and greater to help all schools or all businesses or all parents, and to really share with them what I did with these teams in terms of leadership. So I wrote a book about leadership. It's called Beyond the Lines. Is about leadership, it's about achieving and sustaining success, it's about finding greatness, it's about improving your life and the lives of others. And any leader in sports or business or any organization would greatly benefit from it. All parents and students will benefit greatly from it. I have 6th grade students that are reading the book, that are telling me all these little details about it, and they're inspired and motivated. Owners of businesses and CEOs that are reading the book that have told me they love the new fresh angle in leadership, and it's really helping them tremendously. The reason I wrote the book was to help improve the lives of others, and I want to help them lead in the proper way so that everyone can have priceless, positive experiences. I've had a lot of great moments in my life. One of the greatest moments was being inducted into Creighton University's Hall of Fame in 2014, and going up there, receiving this big honor, speaking in front of 1,000 people, and they all told me that I won 130 matches while I was at Creighton. I could have won more if I knew that I was going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame someday. My hopes for the book is that every person in the world gets to have this book, read this book, and really feel inspired, motivated, and to do positive things for themselves and others. People have told me that my winning streak is an incredible legacy. But in my mind, that's not it. In my mind, my legacy is going to be something bigger and greater by helping all people around the world.
I like that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed interviewing him, and I got my book right here. Not quite done, but almost done. And I have to say, it has really helped me, too, as a parent, you know. I think the skills that you can pick up by reading this book really carries over to so many other things in your life. My daughter dances, as you know, and she sometimes feels discouraged or whatever, you know, just like with everybody else, there's days where you're having a bad day, you want to quit. And I actually went to this book to try and figure out what I should say to her. I'm like, what would Rusty do, you know? Because it's hard, you know, not knowing when to, you know, say, okay, throw in the towel or not, you know, I don't know.
I like that he wrote a book to be able to share with a lot of people, but I, you know, I've always loved that athletics can teach you so much about life, and it's not just about winning.
Yes.
He had a lot of winning in over his course of his career coaching and both, you know, playing and coaching. But there's a lot of life lessons in losing, too.
Yeah,
So.
and he even said, when I was interviewing him, he said, sometimes if the boys lost, but were respectable players, you know what I mean, did their best, treated others well, he would, you know, praise them. Sometimes they won and didn't do that, you know, he would let them have it.
Sometimes you find the best character in someone who has been put down or lost. And so the way they get themselves back up is great.
But it's really good. Go check it out.